there are big updates happening in Xtreme Trader Signals right now. And I want to tell you guys that I will announce this update by today afternoon on a separate video. As you can see, the signals on Monday and Tuesday was not that good. I mean, Monday we had some profits and losses, profit and losses and so on. But however, 14th of November was a big no. It was a disaster, and I have taken immediate action after seeing these results. And as a result of my action, we can see 15 November and 16 November is full of profits and full of green with barely any losses at all. However, I will let you know that changes which happened on another video today afternoon, and it's important, guys, to watch that video to know what happened in the Xtreme Trader Signals family. But again, I want to highlight that those who have taken these signals have made total of 680 pips of profit in total, of course. However, if you have aimed only take profit number 1, you would have made 132 pips of profit so far. So again, it's important to highlight that these 680 pips is not really possible to happen with all members. This is the volume of the pips of our signals, but you could have made less or you could have made more. How can you make more than that? I mean, for example, USDJPY signal. USDJPY signal has made total of 110 pips, right? Because take profit number 1 was 25 pips, then take profit number 2 was 60 pips, and then take profit number 3 was 110 pips, another 70 pips. So we don't count 25 plus 60 plus 110, we count 110, and we announce that this signal has made 110 pips only. But the realistic way is that you have made actually more than that. You have made approximately 190 pips, because to achieve take profit number 3, you should have opened 3 trades. So you opened the first trade, hit 25 pips, the second trade hit 60 pips, the third trade hit 110 pips. So as you can see, you could have made actually, guys, more than almost 200 pips profit from this signal alone. But as Xtreme Trader, we are only counting 110 to be honest and fair and transparent with the members. Anyway, guys, wait me today in another video to announce to you the big changes and updates happened in Xtreme Trader Signals. So until then, if you wish to join Xtreme Trader Forex Signals group, please contact our support. You can find their contact details in the description below of this video. Contact them today, and hopefully we will see you there. So let's now begin with the weekly analysis, but before that, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's now begin with the EURUSD. So as you can see, guys, this was my midweek analysis signal on the EURUSD. The market has reversed just like 18 pips far away from reaching our entry point, and so far running in more than almost 90 pips. However, what's next with the EURUSD? Let's now delete the old signal and let's now move to the weekly chart. Right here on the weekly chart, we're having very interesting pattern, because we're having here a broken level of the support trend line. So that means that we're having here number 1, 2, and 3 support trend lines, and the market has made here a major bearish breakout from that level of support trend line. We are actually having right here more than 11 red candles in a row before the market finally have reversed, of course, upon the pressure from the support at 1.0501. However, that tells us that the EURUSD will most likely now gonna continue the rise again till it reach the highest level of the previous support trend line to create, of course, a new resistance trend line. And that means that this level of a resistance right here exactly at 1.10139 will most likely also gonna be retested again, and there is a lot of pressure right here on that level of a resistance plus the broken level of support trend line to create a resistance trend line. So that means that for the next week, we have to consider buying the EURUSD for another at least 100 pips before we can take any action further. Maybe we will consider selling the EURUSD upon the pressure from that level of a resistance. So moving now to the daily chart. Now, based on the daily chart, we can actually identify our take profit level already. It's going to be right here at that level of a resistance. But now, what's about the entry point? Where exactly can we place our order? Now, we're having here a bullish breakout candle. So what I will do right now is simply, and guys, this is for your learning purpose. I mean, I'm doing this for everyone to learn my trading style and my way of analyzing the market to find the best reversal points. So right now, let's put a line at the closing price of the candle and another line at the opening price of the candle. Now, all you need to do is simply look at the nearest support to that candle. Scroll to the left side, and there, keep in mind, guys, I'm on the daily chart. So each candle represents a support and resistance by itself. And right here exactly is the nearest support to that bullish breakout candle. As we can see, the same level has also been respected repeatedly. But the problem is we want a support that comes in the middle of this candle, not at the opening or the closing price of it. So where is the nearest support that is actually in the middle of this candle? The answer is right here exactly. That wick right here, or that tail, sorry. That tail right here exactly is the nearest one to that bearish, that bullish breakout candle. And as we can see, if the market gonna continue the fall, most likely it will first of all be respecting or actually retesting the broken level of a resistance at 1.08773, and also it will be right here retesting also the same level of a previous support. Let's now move to the 4-hour time frame to see that in details. So moving here to the 4-hour time frame, let's delete this line and let's look at the support at 1.08773. Keep scrolling to the left side. As we can see, it was a resistance, and right here exactly, it was the nearest support, as you can see. For that reason, I would say that we can buy the EURUSD after it fall to another 35 pips, and that's going to be our best entry point for this pair. However, the safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging much lower than the previous key support level at 1.070, which means, actually that's quite a lot. Let me just reduce it a little bit more, just a nudge right here. Our safe zone will be ranging for 52 pips against 131 pips of profit. Moving now to the pound USD. Alright, so pound USD actually was a very good signal from the midweek analysis, and as you can see that the trade has been activated and it went in total of 70 pips so far in profit. I hope you guys have taken this signal and enjoying these profits. So anyway, what's next with this pair? Let's now delete the old signal and let's see now what we can do next with the pound USD. Actually right now, if we look at the actually let's move first to the weekly chart. Right now, on the weekly chart, we are also having here a bullish engulfing candle from that level of a resistance right here at 1.235853. And as we can see right here, guys, we're having here also on the left side a broken level of the support. Now, since we're talking about weekly candles, now we can expect from the next candle to start as a bearish one, respecting or actually retesting that level of a support, and then it's gonna continue the rise. But we just need more kind of confirmation on that. We cannot just trade based on that blindly. So what is the way to do that? First of all, you can rely on the support trend lines. What you can do right here is simply draw the support trend line like that, and then drag the same line and just place it right here at the nearest level of a resistance trend line or support trend line for that matter. As we can see right here, this is the nearest, oops, 1 second. This is right here the nearest support trend line, which was actually a support trend line in the past if I expand the line. And as we can see, if the candle will open, it will actually be retesting the same level of support trend line, which was also a resistance trend line in the past as well. So it looks really good. So moving now to the daily chart. Now on the daily chart, since we're having here a clear new support after retesting the broken level of a resistance at 1.23853, most likely the pound USD is going to continue the rise. So to find the best entry point, let's now move to the 4-hour time frame and scroll to the left side to find right here exactly the strongest level of a support, exactly at 1.2440. If we scroll more to the left side, we can notice it was also right here, guys. So that is amazing. It was indeed a very strong key support level in the past. So moving right now to the current time of the pair, now we can start buying the EURUSD after it fall to another 17 or 18 pips only. And also, if we check the support trend line right here, it will be also matching up that level of support trend line, and it will be climbing its way toward the resistance at 1.25045. So that being said, let's buy the pound USD exactly at 1.440, aiming at least 107 pips profit from the signal and the safe zone that shouldn't be ranging lower than this level of a previous support right here for about 44 pips only. Moving now to the AUDUSD. Guys, please, we want more likes, more comments, more activity in this channel, please. I'm not gonna say that again. If you guys can, please contribute to this channel by clicking the like button or commenting on the videos. I would really appreciate it. If not, don't worry guys, you are always welcome on this channel. Anyway, AUDUSD guys has also reversed from the given price of the buy at 0.64566, and as you can see, it went in total so far of 55 pips of profit. Again, congratulations for those who have taken the signals and making good profits with it. But now what's next with this pair? That's the big question. Now, we have to understand that the pair is still ranging at that level of a resistance. It hasn't broken out from that level yet. But we are also having here a respected level of the support as well. So now that tells us that if we look right here at that level of a resistance trend line, indeed, we're having here a broken level of the resistance trend line, and the market has already created here a new support trend line. That means that the AUDUSD has no way to go but to the up or upper or top, whatever you name it. It has to go in one direction, which is going to be to the rise. So that means that we have to consider buying the AUDUSD at a certain point for this week. Moving now to the 4-hour time frame. Now, of course, on the bigger time frames, we are always identifying the direction of the market, and on the smaller time frames, we will identify our entries. Now, what we are having here based on the 4-hour time frame is very interesting level of actually a support trend line. Check this out. So I had to squeeze the chart right now. So right here on the 4-hour time frame, we're having support trend line number 1, 2, 3, and a fake breakout from that level, and again support trend line number 4? No, 1. Because we start the count of the attempts right after the bullish breakout happens. So support trend line number 1, 2, 3, fake breakout, support trend line number 1. So what we will do next is waiting for the market to create here a second attempt of the support trend line, and from that point we can continue buying the AUDUSD. So for that reason, we have to look at the left side to find the nearest strong key support level to that entry. As you can see right here, guys, exactly right here, that level at 0.64957 was actually, first of all, a strong key support level. It also became as a very strong key resistance level as well. And right here, after the bullish breakout happened, we can actually expect to buy this pair after it fall to another 17 pips only, respecting also that level of the support trend line. Now, moving back to the daily chart to identify our take profit level, which will be right here, of course, at the nearest level of a resistance at 0.65945, aiming not less than 97 pips profit from this signal, and a safe zone that also shouldn't be ranging much lower than the previous key support level at 0.64473 for about 48 pips. Moving now to the USDCAD. USDCAD has also been a very good signal, and you can see it indeed went in loss for about 44 pips, but however, nevertheless, it was ranging inside of the safe zone. Right now, it's finally running in profit of about 13-14 pips, and I think it was also a good signal, even though it was running in loss for a quite short time. However, what's next with the USDCAD? Let me first of all delete the old signal. Now, it's important to understand that right here we're having, based on the 4-hour time frame, a broken level of the support trend line, as you can see. So this was, of course, the real level of the support trend line, which has faced here a fake breakout, and it has failed, as we can see, and the market just created here a new support trend line, then instantly broke out again from that level, telling the market that we are having here a lot of pressure from the bears, and they are going to take the market down. And as you can see, that indeed what happened, and the market just created here a new now resistance trend line. So that means that the USDCAD will most likely now going to continue the fall. Also right here, that level of a real resistance at 1.37601 has indeed been respected right here, as we can see. All of that says that the USDCAD will continue the fall. And in my opinion, the best level to start selling this pair is going to be right here, of course, at the nearest level of a real resistance, exactly right there at 1.37420. Why? Because right here, first of all, it was almost a strong key support level, and it was also right here the nearest real level of a resistance in the past, after actually making here a fake breakout from that level. But remember, we're having not only one but two and three fake breakouts from that area, and finally right here the market respected the real level of a resistance. So therefore, if the USDCAD is gonna make one pullback right here or one more pullback, that's gonna be, in my opinion, the best level to start selling the pair. Also right here, considering that we're having also a resistance trend line, so the pair is gonna most likely be respecting that level and continue the bounce. So let's wait for the USDCAD to rise to another 24 pips before we can start shorting it, aiming of course the nearest level of a strong key support at 1.36348, expecting to make approximately 106 pips profit from this signal, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging much lower than the key resistance at 1.37849 for about 43 pips. Moving now to the USDCHF. Alright, so USDCHF has kept falling without reaching our sell level, but now what's next with this pair? Actually, the direction is correct, and the pair will continue the fall. Now we're having here a strong previous level of a key support, but I'm not expecting any strong bullish reversals at this point. All I'm expecting actually is gonna be just a pullback, and then we can start selling the USDCHF as soon as possible. So right now, of course, the reason, guys, is we're actually on a downtrend. Now, when you are on a downtrend, you don't expect from the market to respect those levels of a support. If it was a resistance, of course, that's going to be a different story. You will expect from the market to respect those levels of a resistance, and then it will continue the fall because we are on a very strong downtrend. However, when you are on a downtrend, don't expect, or actually don't attempt to buy on that level of the supports, because most likely the market is going to continue the fall. Now, what's next with this pair? Let me just tell you something, that right here we're having a broken level of the support exactly at 0. Guys, I'm getting old, I cannot see the number. Is it 4/8? 487. All right, so as you can see right now, the market has indeed fallen for about 33 pips after retesting that level of a broken support. So that means that based on the daily chart, we're having here 3 candles that has already retested the broken level of a support right here at 0.487. Now that means that the market, if it's gonna make any, and by the way, before I continue, we're having here a very strong bearish candle, because the 2 candles right before this candle was actually a small pin bars, however, or actually hammers. Now the last candle on Friday has closed as a full bar, which indicates a very strong pressure from the sellers to continue taking the market down. So that means we just have to highlight the nearest strong key resistance level, which is right here exactly at 0.88763. Moving now to the 4-hour time frame, we can see clearly, guys, that we're having here a strong level of a resistance, and most likely the market will continue respecting that level. I mean, I'm trying to find more details to say, but I think that's going to be it. I mean, it's really obvious. It's very clear to me that the USDCHF is going to continue the fall after this point. However, back to the daily chart, the take profit level this time is going to be placed just right there at the nearest strong key support level at 0.87746, aiming at least 102 pips profit from this signal, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging much lower than the previous key support at 0.89279, ranging for about 49 pips. Moving now to the NZDUSD. Alright, so the NZDUSD, guys, has also been a very stressful signal. It just kept running in loss for about 50 pips before finally it comes back to the entry point. I mean, I'm totally aware, guys, it was a stressful signal, but however, it finally has closed at the break even. So it has ranged in the safe zone without exiting that level. Unfortunately, many of the followers, they think that the edge of the safe zone right here is a stop loss, while the fact it is not a stop loss. So where can you place your stop loss? Place it anywhere outside this zone. You can place it right here or right there. It's up to you. Anywhere outside of this safe zone is considered as a stop loss. But placing this stop loss at the exact edge of the safe zone, that's a big no here on my channel, and I believe all of the followers here already know about that. I hope so. Anyway, let's now delete the old signal and let's see now what we can do next with this pair. Now, Moving to the daily chart, we are also having right here another broken level of a resistance trend line. As you can see, it is really similar to the AUDUSD. So now that level of a resistance trend line has indeed been broken out from, and the market has already created here a new support trend line. So that means that the the NZDUSD will most likely also gonna continue the rise. Adding to this also right here, the fact that we're having also a support trend line, and check this out, the market indeed respected that level as a support trend line as well. 1 second. Okay, so here the market indeed respected that level as a support trend line. So that means that we have to expect the market to make a pullback right now, and then we can buy the pair at a certain point. Moving now to the 4-hour time frame. Now right here on the 4-hour time frame, what I want to do is simply highlight the strongest level of a key resistance right here. It was right here exactly at 0.59552. Now what I need to do is simply scroll to the left side to make sure that the same level has indeed been in the past a very strong key support level. Let's keep scrolling to the left. We are looking for a strong support level. Keep scrolling. So far I don't see any strong support. Nothing yet. I'm just scrolling. That's the reason, guys, we have to scroll to the left side. We need to see the reaction of the market. We need to see the history. Look at that. Right now, I don't really have a strong support attempt right here on the same price as 0.59552. I mean, we don't have to scroll further. That's really obvious that this is not the right level to start buying the pair. However, if I higher my line, make it higher, just like that. Check this out right now. Check this entry right now. Right here, I have made my line to match up with that level of a support and that level of a key support as 0.59709. It was also right here a strong support in the past, and here also it was a support as well. Back to the right side, sorry. Back to the right side. Let's see how the market reacted to that level. So again, that's my style in finding the strongest levels of a support. Check this out right here, guys, exactly right there. That's fantastic right here, exactly. That level of the support has indeed been respected. And back to the current time, we can see that the market has indeed respected that level as a support recently. So that puts us, that tells us that this is going to be the best level to start buying the NZDUSD at the nearest support to that bullish breakout candle, waiting for the market to fall to another just like 13-14 pips, and then we can start buying it. But however, just to have a safer entry to myself and to my followers, I will just lower it right here to be for about 18 pips. That's going to be better. So we are relying now on that level of the support, but I chose the lowest level of the support to start buying the pair at that level of a support. Moving now to the daily chart, just to identify our take profit level, which will be of course right here at the highest level of a key resistance, just like that, as 0.60545, expecting to make approximately 84 pips profit from this signal, and the safe zone that shouldn't be ranging much lower than the previous key support level right here for about 42 pips. And finally, let's move to the gold. Alright, let me tell you guys, analyzing the gold is never easy nowadays, since the war operation in the Middle East has begun between Israel and Gaza. It's really tiring me to analyze the gold. Even the deal of the day which I have sent on the gold has completely failed, because I was expecting from the gold to continue the fall at the resistance at 1953, but however that didn't happen, and the gold just kept rising for about 400 pips against my direction. So again, I'm not feeling lucky these days with the gold, but however, it is what it is. We are just doing our best, and we are doing our part by analyzing the market, and all we can do, guys, is just really hoping for the best with our analysis. So again, there is absolutely nothing guaranteed in analyzing the market. You are just doing the best you can and just hope for the market to go in your favor. Now, what's next with this gold? Let's first of all go to the weekly chart. Right now on the weekly chart, we're having here a strong rejection from the support right here at 93.57. As we can see right here, the market has indeed respected the same level, actually right here, the real level of a support at 1931.95. So we're having here a very strong key support level, which has already become a resistance number 1, resistance number 2, and finally for the last 2 weeks we're having a support number 1, support number 2. Keep in mind, I'm on the weekly chart. For that reason, every single candle represents a whole key support by itself. So for that reason also, we can now move to the daily chart, and we can expect from the gold to continue the rise even more till it reaches the highest level of a resistance right here at 2008.13. I don't see the gold going in any direction right now, but to the up, or the upper, or the higher level. It's gonna continue the rise, that's for sure. I mean, from my point of view, it's gonna continue the rise, but from the point of the market, from the point of the market makers, only God knows what will gonna happen. Anyway, let's do our part and analyze this pair. So right now, we're having here a very strong key support level exactly right there at 1968.83. Look at the left side. There, it was first of all the absolutely lowest level of a key support right there, and also it was a key resistance in the past for several days, since we are talking about the daily chart. Now, if the gold will continue the fall right here, now we're having here 2 scenarios. First of all, let me just zoom in. So let me just move to the 4-hour time frame. So right now, first of all, if the gold will be falling all the way right here to 1969.54, it will first of all be respecting the same level of the nearest key support level, and most likely will continue the rise based on that level. Also right there, we will be having a support trend line, which will most likely also be respected. Also right there, we're having a previous level of a broken resistance trend line, so we can expect from the gold, after the breakout from that level of a resistance trend line, we can expect from the gold to retest the same level as a support trend line, and then it will continue the rise. So all the signs says that we can buy the gold exactly right here. Let me write it in front of you. Buy the gold at 1969.54, and our take profit level is going to be right here at the peak of the resistance at 2008.13. That's gonna be most likely, guys, our good entry. However, for the safe zone this time, it will be ranging till the lowest level of the next key support level at 1953.18, which means our safe zone will be ranging for about 163 pips against 386 of profit. So let me just draw here the safe zone, and we are done with the video for now. Again, guys, keep in mind that the market is getting crazy nowadays, especially the gold, so please trade wisely and carefully, and remember to never put all your eggs in one basket. Always make sure that every trade you're opening, you have been prepared for any potential losses, and remember, losses are part of this game. You can never enter Forex or trade Forex without losing money. Every loss we are facing is actually a lesson to the next trade. Anyway, guys, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.